Genji on that. Toshino for the Granger. Hit Kotzi on Esmeralda.
And in the red, which Cignal Ultra actually is in literally right now, they need to win. Eson is on the Terizla. Few is our carry. Tets as the Kufra. D as our Akai, and Desenia as the Lilia.
And I want to mention another good spell for against the Terizla. If you're the Tigreal, is not just the Implosion, but actually the Sacred Hammer. A very, very weirdly named ability because Sacred Hammer and Tigreal doesn't have any hammer. It's just a pushback ability. He has a sword there. And whenever Terizla wants to engage, you would just want to push it back.
Oh, hold up though. That's going to be Tets jumping in onto Toshino. That's the bouncing ball committed, but that's going to be the first blood. Secured onto Toshino. Kripzu might be next here, but he still has a Faraga armor, and they're going to be backing off. Meanwhile, over the top side though, Carlteasy in a world of hurt. Few still alive. Heat is going to be able to just back off, push out D, but almost taking out Few. Could have been a good trade to be, if I say so myself.
Very smart for Few there to just back out. Here comes Tets with the Tyrant's Revenge, and he takes out Heat. D getting the kill.
Tets was in the bottom side.
3-0 for Cignal Ultra, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, from 6 to 12. He went from 6 to 12 in no time.
He was at the bottom lane. I could have sworn he was still in the bottom lane.
That was a castle run.
Teleporting, ladies and gentlemen. You got Kripzu there, goes for the jump after the engage coming in from Tets. And I just want to digest again the Tigreal pick. If you have a Tigreal, a nice front line there. If you do know Kenji, he doesn't join fights. He always goes solo.
Yeah.
And enters the match when it matters. Kripzu can dish 3 damage. Kripzu won't need the responsibility to become the second tank just because Tigreal is there.
So again, that helps, right?
Yeah, that helps.
That's, I guess, what SGD Omega is doing. And right now, they're just diverting our expectations.
Yeah.
It's them with the exotic pick. It's them with the Heat,
yeah.
with the Tigreal and Heat. And what is he rocking? Is that Tenacity?
Yes.
He's rocking the Tenacity.
That could have been an okay trade for SGD Omega had it been in the secured view, but it didn't.
Nope.
That's 3-0, and those things escalate quick, especially in this kind of games. But let us see if can Cignal Ultra continue with this tempo.
Yeah, they're just shying away Cignal Ultra from securing the turtle, so SGD Omega secures that first objective, but Ted securing another kill onto Heath. This is textbook Cignal Ultra, if you ask me.
Yeah, but again, textbook Cignal Ultra is something that you've, let's say, an expectation you've accrued over the past year or two, right?
Yeah.
But right now, dude, conversion rates on teams are so high.
Yes.
And look at the 0 kills on SGD, but they got turtle.
They got a turtle. That's the thing. Of course, Cignal Ultra will be securing the very first outer turret of this game. Still, this Tigreal feeling the counter there against the Terizla.
Yeah.
Terizla is actually just having a good time dueling up with Kenji. And we do know Kenji doesn't want to run this. He's more of a farm-like offlaner.
Yeah, so if you're at Terizla, you're doing fine. Penalty zone onto nothing. Toshino dealing a lot of damage onto Eson. He drops underneath his own turret. And there's a big kill, but big fight right now in the river.
Big fight in the river. Chased down in by Kripzu. 1,000 pounder away coming in from T. And I think they're going to be keeping their distance against the members here of SGD.
Yeah, they don't want to give away the momentum to SGD Omega because SGD Omega can fight now.
Yes.
At this point. Cignal
Yes,
Ultra just has to make sure that they pick off Esmeralda or they pick off Toshino before they go into a full 5-man team fight, because that's where Carlteasy and Toshino shines in the team fights.
I just want to point out how fast Toshino casted those Dead Sonata earlier.
Yeah.
It was very quick.
Onto Eson, right?
Eson, right?
Bria,
Yeah.
Bria. Up top though, Eson getting a lot of damage from Kenji and Carlteasy. He does pop penalty zone. He is going to buy some time here for his teammates. Are they going to respond? No, they're not. He's left to no man's land by himself. It does take a while for him to drop, and Carlteasy gets the kill. Down below though, it's Cignal D using the Hurricane Dance, pinning a down Heat, and he gets away underneath his own turret. That turret's going to drop. So is he. This ult not going to do him much to survive. He gets the kill.
That was a good implosion though, but of course he gets clapped on by 4 members. No chance of surviving that one. That leaves Toshino though to go for the push here. Surely taking in this outer mid lane turrets. There are a lot of turn chains. Kotzi as well pushing an inner up top.
Yeah, that's the objective game that SGD Omega has been known for a long time. If they don't win the team fights, they win in the objectives, and we do see that with almost, well, 2 turrets down, especially the middle lane turret going down, because that completely opens up the jungle for Cignal Ultra, allowing them to steal a lot of resources from them.
Yeah, Desenia here with a star shard. You also got a very early calamity, early calamity reaper rather on to Cortzy. Creepzu on his way on building the Bloodless Axe, but Essen was the first one to tag it. Curse Helmet onto the side of D.
Okay, I'm really liking the items on Cignal Ultra right
Yes.
now. Endless battle onto few. He's able to join team fights confidently with 1 more core. But right now, in like a 3 or 4 man skirmish, he'll do well.
He'll do well. He'll totally do well. That's the big difference between Gary and Claude. Gary just needed an endless battle to join parties. And now we got the turtle here, secured by the members of SGD. No contestation coming in from Cignal Ultra.
You think this is going to stack up the more turtles that they give? Because this is the second turtle that they just gave for free.
It will stack up. It will stack up, especially on Toshino. Toshino is a big threat here. So this is not yet a sure game and a good game for Cignal Ultra. Look at the goal there. That's 1-7 for both of these two teams.
Still pretty good. Kenji popping the Cotton's Inferno just to push back Cignal Ultra. Few needs to check himself before he wrecks himself. And up top, it's Esson and Desenia going for this turret. Plus, that's in the bushes. This is going to be Heath and Cartesi answering. But look at that, how quick. Toshi was able to just go.
Yeah. So they're mirroring. They're just mirroring on each other, but of course they get a catch onto Tets. And Tets, does he have any ultimate hitting to cast that one? Goes for the jump onto Cripsu, bouncing ball away. No first skill to walk away as well.
That's still a lot of space created. SGD Omega took a lot of time to take down Tets there. But if anything, Cignal Ultra, they managed to equalize the scoreboard here. Sure, 3-5 is the scoreline, but less than 1,000 gold lead, less than 500 gold lead here for SGD Omega. It's still pretty doable. Cignal Ultra just needs to make sure that they secure the middle lane, the tier 1 turret. That's the opening there for them.
Here's what sucks. This is a blue map, far as I'm concerned, and the death on Tets earlier was on code 4. He could have gotten out of there. He could have charged up a revenge and jumped out. That was very disheartening.
Actually going for that buff, he's gonna escape like this. Just taking the route towards the mid lane side. Very interesting there. But still, you know, Cignal Ultra, at least it's well that this is not one-sided heavily against them. It's pretty even on this match.
Nice spin of Rooney, but I'm just gonna say though, SGD Omega not in a good spot here. I mean, they are in a good spot because they're able to go for the pincher maneuver onto Cignal Ultra. There goes the last insanity. Be committed onto Cignal Ultra there. That's gonna be very bad for Cignal Ultra. This is the momentum swing from SGD Omega that they badly need.
That is a big disaster there, ladies and gentlemen, especially with Desenia.
Yeah.
He was forced out. He was dueling against Hit. And of course, what Kipsy did, he went all in with the last insanity so that he can force out the Black Shoes. Upon casting the Black Shoes, Desenia returned up to 3 members of SGD.
Yep, it was not fun for Desenia. Black Shoes not going to save you in a situation like that. This is the first Lord being taken right now by SGD. Cignal Ultra on the verge of contesting. I wonder if they're going to get away with this.
I wonder so. That is the first Lord secured by the members, of course, of SGD. Goes for Isan. That's Sonata getting to see but the last bullet not connecting the Maradona. Escartzi will be dueling him. And now we got this Terizla against Cignal Ultra going down. SGD now has the lead of this game. A ticker 1, 3,000 in their favor.
Yeah, 8 minutes. Kind of late, but you know, it's either late or never.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so sad for Cignal Ultra.
Man.
They have the nice momentum early on, but I think the catch on that.
Yeah, the catch on that was bad. And look at Esson's record, 0-3-0. His penalty zones have not been hitting, and the best that he's been doing has been pushing back 2 members of SGD Omega until they rotate. So he's been what? A doorstop. He needs to do more, I think, and that penalty zone in the Lord was perfect example. That was a perfect example of how he's been working the past 9 minutes.
Yeah.
There needs to be more here.
There needs to be more here. We got the Lord pushing in to the inner top lane turret. Also, you have to take note that Kenji, same playstyle as he always do. Of course, gonna go for the 4-1 config. Gonna be converging up top and maybe in the mid lane as they take another inner turret that is quick. This is escalating so bad. against Cignal Ultra. Ladies and gentlemen, Cignal Ultra needs a miracle. The Bulls coming back because if they lose this one, they loses the chance to stay in MPL.
And don't get me wrong though, Cignal Ultra is still pretty much in the game. We're about to reach 10 minutes. Carry's starting to be a bit of a deal here for SGD Omega, but it's just the initiates that is missing here from Cignal Ultra. Sure, we've been seeing good hurricane dances from D. We've seen good penalty zones, but they're not in the right spot though. Always connecting to a lot of people, connecting to where it matters, but no rotations from them. And the contrary, SGD Omega was able to rotate back into Cignal Ultra and secure the kills.
And especially if Kenji is the one pushing, there's no chance that they can actually walk away from their own base. They're going to be siege hard here until a Lord will come out.
If it's any requiem for Cignal Ultra, Few has not died, not once. So he can still just keep farming up, and we've seen this before. I believe it was in week 3 or 4 that Few won almost a 3v1 fight against an X-Borg. And he used the X-Borg's small cone to step back into the blind spot and take down the X-Borg. So I guess in this situation, it still could happen. They haven't been penetrated. There's still hope.
There is still hope for Cignal Ultra. That one is clear, ladies and gentlemen. But I hope there is still 6,000 gold lead in favor of SGD Omega. And Cignal Ultra is still locked out of their own base. 80 seconds onto the timer of the second Lord of this game.
You're trapped in your own base.
I mean, this is not a foreign spot for Cignal Ultra. They've been here multiple times, even in grand finals.
They're comfortable here, as far as I'm concerned. But really, up to what degree can you say that? Right? Oh, look at Few taking Crypto down a peg. That's very good signs of life.
Yeah.
I saw that.
That is a sign of life there. Ooh. Again, Few has no death. Few has no death, and still the late game will favor Cignal Ultra here. Again, we did mention that the lineup of Cignal Ultra should be good, but the problem there is, of course, the minimal catch onto Tens and Eson not being online. What they want to be careful, though, is this the time where Kenji also starts popping off.
The Festival of Blood is magnified at this point because of the items on Kenji. And he does pick up the Endless Battle, so he wants to fight here.
That is his third core item.
He wants to scuffle.
And scuffling is not going to be far from reality, because SGD Omega will have to force out an engagement near the Lord area so that Cignal Ultra will be wiped out, and that's going to be game number 1.
Here we go. 7 seconds into the Lord, ladies and gentlemen. Brace yourself, because this could be a deciding moment for Cignal Ultra, one of the biggest fan base as well for Mobile Legends. Again, Cignal Ultra, what he needs is to secure this series at 2-0, not 2-1. If they lose one series, that's it for them. If they lose one game, that's it for them.
Yeah. And here we go. Cignal Ultra needs to secure this Lord, but that's going to be D being caught off. Immortality is going to be popped.
Oh, that was a free kill onto D.
That's a free kill.
No chance.
Nothing he could say there. Desenia getting hit by every single bullet of that Sonata. Kudos to the chef. Toshinu taking him out from maximum range. Few as well, trying to go 1v1 against Grip2. He is taken down by Eson, finally getting a kill with that penalty zone, going up against Kaltizi and Kenji this time. Few throwing out the light wheel. He is going to be backing out as he should be. Eson surviving barely with the body of Smith, helping him out with the push onto Tyrant's Rage underneath the turret. It's not going to be enough. Kenji and Kaltizi is at maximum tankiness right now as Toshinu takes the Lord all by himself.
If anything, that Tyrant's Rage did not help them at all. But D does have the Hurricane Dance, pins Kaltizi, pushing them back. That will allow Few to secure another kill.
Oh, Few is still alive, man! Few!
Yeah, Few is still alive. He's in the back lines. Kenji's going to go for the push there in the mid.
That's almost. They need one good hold, at least a good catch there done in by D. That was just quite unfortunate that D was caught near the Lord. It's a usual habit of D. It was a good read on D. If you are playing against Cignal Ultra and you're starting the Lord, expect D should be around. Much like last team. And that has always been the read against D. And D is a player who's, if caught on that kind of act, he's always there.
Yeah, always. And I thought for a second that even if a few members of SGD left him, he was still going to go down. And, you know, as it is, that was like the kill on Tets earlier where it was uncalled for. It shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, but at least no inhibitor trade. It's still down for Cignal Ultra.
Oh,
Yeah.
boys.
That's the thing. And SGD Omega has been pushing that inhibitor threat for 11 minutes, since the 11-minute mark.
Oh, man.
3 minutes has passed. That's a lot of time. So there is a big ray of hope.
Yeah.
And Few hasn't died yet, so let's just keep that in mind.
Yeah, Few here is the only hope.
And this is the first time we've seen Cignal Ultra out of their base for the past 4 or 5 minutes.
Yes,
or so.
yes.
Signs
They
of
were-
life. Oh,
Signs
yes.
of life. But they were able to walk out of their base. That's the good part about this. Able to survive the Lord
Yep.
Siege. Able to survive despite me going down. Few is still alive on this.
Okay, again, not getting caught, 1,000-pounder out, safe. I like it.
And Few almost face checking.
Oh,
My heart.
oh, your stats with the
That's
bouncing
wrong.
ball to save himself. Heath with the hammer out to push him. He is
SGD
going to
knows this.
disengage.
SGD knows this. All they need to catch is Few and this is over.
Oh, yeah, but then again, there's not much dive on their back right here. So now they're being pushed out.
I haven't seen a flicker into an implosion yet.
Yeah.
That might be a game changer.
That might be a game changer.
It's yet to happen.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for the proper opportunity for SGD Omega to start sieging up. They're allowing the minion waves to push in. Cignal Ultra, they could defend this. They just need to make sure that they deal with Toshino and Carl Tizzi first. Just like what you said, it's hard penetrating this back line from SGD Omega.
True damage is a lot of hassle for Xborg, right?
Yep.
Sucks. Well, we'll see 9-8.
Rack armor. Ain't gonna do nothing there. Tats with the drop. Bouncing ball out.
Okay, he's just
Safe.
baiting. He's just baiting.
Safe!
He's just baiting.
Oh, man. I mean, that's good because if they rain down the oats upon you, you know that you have a window.
Yes.
So that's what he's waiting. The mistake on the side of SGD Omega.
Yeah.
But the discipline, though, you gotta look at that. The
But that's
discipline.
it's really going gangster with that kind of
Yep.
shape.
Oh.
Actually, he doesn't need to do that. You have to remember, that's one. He needs to back out again.
Okay, he needs to wait for the CC because that jump is very important. That revenge is very important.
And SGD Omega is already level locked here.
Yeah.
Cignal Ultra, not yet. Not everybody. These still
45
pretty
seconds.
low.
45 seconds into the Lord. They need to manage this minion wave now, as a new window will present itself for SGD to go for the push. And remember, after the first Lord, what they were able to take is 1 or 50% of the health. Oh, but inhibitor turret. Are they going for the chase down?
Nope.
No,
I think they're
Pete.
better off not. They're better off not doing that. Real quick item check. I think Few has everything now, yeah? He got Queen's Wings, he's got that Golden Staff, he's got that Bloodlust Axe, he's got everything. I mean, at some point you gotta sell that Raptor, yes?
Yes, dude.
I mean, if anything, Few can fight now. He can fight. He can
Yeah,
dwindle
but
down
he
the
needs his front line.
He needs him, and it's Akai and Rizla, and they, they're good.
And
but
Kufra, don't forget that.
The one-sided game is starting out to be a battle of attrition. An exciting one that is. Things will get even. Another 3 minutes more, and this is an even fight now.
Yeah, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lord has spawned, and both teams are at
Garji.
the bay.
Yeah, they're gonna try to go for a
Disenya!
save here. Disenya is actually gonna go down. This is not gonna be the opening.
Oh, the flag
Cignal Ultra,
catching!
look at the last insanity committing to a lot of people. On the side of Cignal Ultra, Few is in a bad spot. He's gonna go down.
That's
This is
it.
the damage dealers out. D and the rest of Cignal Ultra, they need to back off here because this is not gonna be a fight that they will win.
D drop right there.
That's
S1
it.
also in the threat of going down. Penalty zone. Just barely knocking people in, but he has no damage on his back. Tet is going for the charge here. The jump, not getting anyone. Bouncing ball into his core, helping Kenji, but it's not going to do anything here. It's over. Down goes all 5 members of Cignal Ultra. SGD Omega going for the core. No question here. It's an 18-minute game for SGD. It's going to be 1-0 in this best of 3.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That removes the chance for Cignal Ultra to come in to the playoffs. The craziest part here is that what a nice setup there by SGD.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was a very nice setup. That was a perfect Lord
alleviate a little bit of the weight from Few.
Yeah, this is one of the worst part of being a professional player. It's not one, it's the worst part. I think
It is.
losing. I mean, losing. We do know losing is
It's part of the job.
It's part of the job. It's not bad. We do hear those kind of things. But at this point in time, these professional players, they don't need our advice. They don't need our values. They don't need wisdom. It's just win or lose for them. That's how the life of a pro player is.
If only you guys could see the faces of
Yeah,
Cignal Ultra right now. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's very heartbreaking.
And I'm
Actually, I don't know. I mean, I would advise the league offs to actually stop the match and throw in the towel for this one.
I don't
I
know.
guess
This
it's going
is-
to be a massacre. I mean,
There
there's
is
no hope.
too
But
much, yeah.
hey, it's the same thing with not no limit with Finesse Phoenix last season, where
Yeah.
they've won their first game in the last day.
On the very last
In
day.
the very last day.
I mean, I think
That
that's
eliminated Aether main too.
Yeah.
so they took him out together.
Yeah.
I have to also take
Either
note,
Atlas, I mean.
that's the second championship team.
Being knocked out.
Being knocked out in season 4 is kind of in the Chinese culture. Number 4 is a very unlucky number.
Oh no.
So it's only Bren Esports
a
that's going to be
very-
the only team vying out for the two-time.
For the
title.
2 time, yeah. Man, season 4 is very bloody.
That's the storyline there.
Season
Season
4 is
very bloody.
brutal.
It's brutal, yeah.
There's so many words to describe
Yeah.
what is going down right now in the studios. But again, we would like to thank you for joining us and staying with us all throughout. Let's get into game 2 here. Cignal Ultra on the play.
And we got Grok and a Cho on the side of SGD.
Well,
How
Mad
could this
Preps-
be different? How could this
Yeah.
be different now?
I don't know. I know. I'm just proud of Cignal Ultra that they're banning properly.
Yes, of course.
At this point,
They're not throwing, yeah?
They're not throwing.
No.
No attitude shown here. No any anti
Professionals.
picks. They're still playing it. It's still their job to play. Again, if you could just see, guys, the faces of the players here.
Yeah, they could go for a series win.
Yeah. Have you
Still.
imagined going to work teary-eyed?
Yeah.
You know?
Going to work knowing that the next day you would not even go anymore.
Yeah.
And it's not your choice.
Yeah.
If it was up to you, you'd still go.
You'd still go,
It's
yeah.
still go. It's still go. So it's not going to work. You're fired already.
Yep.
That's something like that's the thing.
SGD are taking out the Cupra as well as the Cho. Cignal Ultra finally having opened up the Harriet for Desenia. That's a good sign.
That's somewhat of a good sign.
Harriet
And-
wins games.
Harris wins games. If anything, we might see a D going for another Akai. Could be the case.
But I could go for Terizla here as well. Export
Terizla.
Esmeralda. I think
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
Could be
export here.
X-Borg, Esmeralda,
Yeah.
and X-Borg, Terizla. Either way is good. They try to go for the damage. I like that.
Your
You
team
know what?
is picking.
The gloves are off here this match.
Gloves are
Quite
off.
literally because it's starting to be sweaty.
Yeah.
But
I don't
yeah,
know how ancient that glove is.
I haven't used it for the past 5 years.
That's half a decade, my dude.
Yep. Anyway, Cignal Ultra going in for a thumbs. What do you think is a possible third pick here for them?
I like
Go for attack. They should show their tanks now. Probably secure an Akai for
Before they
tanks.
get locked
Yeah,
out.
Before they get locked out. Yeah.
The Akai might work, yeah.
Yeah.
They said they're going to go for a Kaja.
I like the Kaja.
Your
It
team
makes
is
the
picking.
X-Borg pay for misplaced last insanities.
Can also cut out any backline here that can come in for SGD
Oh,
Omega.
yeah, mess up
Although I would have wished for a Franco against the Esmeralda, but
SNE Sports. Yeah.
yeah, SNE Sports.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay with this Kaja. I like the Kaja because it shuts down whatever Toshino might pick
Your
up
team is
eventually.
banning.
Or yeah, if Cignal Ultra does the snowball here, even pulling an Esmeralda or Terizla is not so bad. So that's where they're going. Who could they ban here? Who's still lacking a hero?
Still lacking mages here. Well, hardcore dedicated mage for SGD Omega.
So Lunox.
Lunox,
Lunox
not going to
out.
be a good ban. A Gushen maybe.
Interesting. Why are
Your
they banning out the
team is
Selena?
banning.
Is there something about Selena that we don't know?
That SGD is using? I don't know.
That's a possibility. Maybe on the side of Carl Z.
Okay, check it out.
Team
Yeah,
is
check it out though. SGD Omega banning out the carry.
Carry on-
Respect for few last
Yeah,
game.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's not just respect. I mean, if you're SGD, you don't want to disrespect Cignal Ultra by giving any leeway.
Yeah.
You have to give a game that they deserve, right? So
Kimmy is oh no, Kimmy's still there. All right, I'm sorry.
it's again, guys, to give you a lesson here how hard the life of a professional player is. One of the biggest sign of honor or respect for your opponent if you're a competitive player is to not fool around,
Yep,
not joke around.
Yeah,
Like take your opponent seriously.
give
It's-
your best.
Give your best.
Always.
Even if your opponent is bleeding,
Yeah.
you have to really kill him. Something like that. Or you have to, how do I say this? Kick a man that is already down.
Respect
Something
them.
like
Yeah,
that.
respect them.
It's the best form of respect.
Yeah.
Really. You don't ridicule a player by holding back.
Don't play with
Because,
them.
So
Just don't play with your food fury.
yeah, you don't pay if it's
Respect
your pro
it.
player.
Respect it. Just
So you give your best picks there. Yeah.
go. So here's Cignal Ultra locking in their final picks. I like it. This is safe. They go for the next best thing, the Granger, and the Akai. No threat of the Akai getting locked out, so that's good. What's SGD Omega missing here?
They're missing DPS.
Yeah, they need a backline.
We need
Lunox could be
Instead, they're still going to roll with the Tigreal.
Tigreal.
No, they already. I don't think they should have gone for the Lunas because they already have the Gushan and the Esmeralda.
Yeah. Actually, they have a very strong front line here already. They have they have Esmeralda, not just the Gushan, Esmeralda X-Board plus Terizda.
Yep.
That makes it itself a very solid front line.
At the grill.
Yeah, so they would just go for a backline here. Anyway, guys, yeah.
Kind of long, kind of close fight, though.
Yeah.
We're not going to be expecting SGD Omega to go for kites.
No, SGD Omega is a dive comp.
That
all
is a
in.
dive comp. That is a
All
very
in.
comp. That is a very durable comp. Actually.
That is the most diviest I've ever seen it.
Now, this asks a question. Game 3?
I think so. I think
might
so.
be a
I like the
game
Harith.
Should be a game.
I like the Harith.
By drop, that should be a game 3. But my keyword here is sorry for the word, guys. I'm very sorry for the word. It's euthanize. I think
no.
SGD should euthanize Cignal Ultra at
And
this
the
point.
question is though, is Cignal in a euthanistic mood? Because I believe that they still have the fighting chance. Because again, if SGD Omega is respecting Cignal the way that we say that they should, then Cignal should as well, right?
Again, they know this is a no betting game. But yeah, they can take away a game for SGD. I think for
Take away
Cignal
a
Ultra,
series even.
Yeah. A series even.
Mhm.
But probably what I want for Cignal, I'm considering the team here.
Yeah.
What I can do is just maybe this is called a reflection game.
Yeah, like learn what I can.
Like learn what I can. Probably just your last hurrah for MPL, something like that.
Yes.
But
We'll see. Let's just, as casters, take it as it is, you know. And
And-
let's take it away with a hero rundown.
Let's take it away with a hero rundown. Game number 2, we got Cignal Ultra, Esson on that Thams, Few on that Granger, Tets on that Akai, D on that Kaja, and Daisenia on that Harith.
On the side of SGD Omega, they are on the red side. It's Kripzu on the X-Board, Carl TZ as our Gushan, Toshinu as the Esmeralda, Heath once more on the Tigreal, and Kenji as the Terizla.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, this best of 3 series is lead on at game 2 with a 1-0 score in favor of SGD Omega. Again, for the overall standings, that leaves Cignal Ultra as eliminated for our playoffs event. So, what is being competed here is for SGD to enter an upper bracket slot.
Down goes Desenia. Up top, Esson is also in threat of being taken down. It's a 3-man rotation up top. Carl TZ, Kriptu, and Kenji. It's Tets to the rescue. Is it enough? He does not have his kit just yet. He's very soft.
Yeah, he only has the blender and the 1,000-pounder. Not going to be enough for anybody's
Oh my
go
god.
there. This
Kids
is
just
not,
torching him.
Oh, cooking the panda.
that's and that we see a level 3 Gushan.
Oh, there's a kill as well against the Tigreal. Dive in done by D, but of course that will be a 1-for-1 as Toshino completes that kill. Although 2 supports or 2 tanks were removed here, there's still 1 kill given towards the main.
Yep.
It's this is a hard game to watch. If you ask me.
Well, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Much like the players you're doing there, guys, we should also go and continue commentating on this. Again, there is the dive done in by Kenji. You can actually see how kind of lackluster the rotations coming in from Cignal Ultra here. They're kind of converging here for the mid lane side as the turtle is now set in. Level 4 counts, you got 3 members here coming in from SGD Omega, whereas, 2 with Few being on level 5 here
Yep.
on the Granger.
Very good for few, but I think right now who you need to be at level 4 is D and Desenia. That's who you want early game if you want to get back, right? And they are going to try to go for this contest down bottom Few and D. Is it going to be enough from them? Desenia as well as Tets on the return. Here we go. This Turtle is going to go down any second now. Turtle taken out by D. Quick fight. Desenia locking down the Zaman Force. Kenji looking really low with the penalty zone. Pulled by D's DJ. And he does get taken down. Cartesi looking low as well. Desenia with the damage. Gets hopped up by
that was an implosion.
Few, ladies and gentlemen, done in by hit as well, but of course, Few, again with the PHs that it was able to secure a total of a 3-4-2 exchange. Who made the explosive damage? Ison? Was that Ison?
It was
AoE?
I believe so. Well, no, if it was burst, it wasn't Ison.
Hit. It was a hit.
Yeah,
Implosion.
he did implosion, yeah.
He did the implosion.
Yeah, I said, here comes a Tigreal.
That was a flicker implosion.
Finally, he does it.
He did a flicker implosion.
I got surprised, to be honest.
They got 5-5, ladies and gentlemen.
5-5, Cignal Ultra, Signs of Life.
Yeah.
200 gold, 100 gold lead even.
What they did was what we usually do in Mobile Legends. We play again. When things go down, things go. You just go play again.
Just one more.
Just play again.
Maybe I'll get it. One more.
One last game before we sleep, something like that.
Before we sleep. And
yeah, man. Every time you say one more game before we sleep, you always sleep at 5 a.m. I don't know about you.
5 what a win.
So dude, 5 a.m. Dude, I'm pretty sure I see the sun when I go to sleep these days.
Hey,
Make sure you see the sun.
I don't know, guys, but every time I sleep at 5 a.m., I always have to review the replays.
All right, well, but you still sleep at 5 a.m. though.
No, I say we last until 5 a.m.
Oh, all right. Neither here nor there, ladies and gentlemen. We are still watching Cignal Ultra versus SGD Omega. Cartesian Heat going on a rotation. Falling Star Moon underneath the turret. Few looking really low. So is Tets, but he does lock in Toshino. And here comes Grimzu with the last insanity. But he is under a Zaman Force. Few gets the kill.
And they were disastrous on the tower dive. SGD Omega lost 2 members here against Cignal Ultra.
Man, that was again textbook Cignal Ultra that we've been seeing, but time and time again we see SGD Omega just being able to control the game as soon as we reach the mid-game stage of the game. Right now, Cignal Ultra, sure, able to secure that first turret, actually sieging up this second tier 2 turret in the bottom lane. They should be able to keep the pressure going, force SGD Omega in a bad spot.
And you have to remember here, Nomad, that again, SGD Omega can still not drop any game here. They're also vying for that upper bracket slot. And of course, you want to start the playoffs, not playing a high pressure game in the lower bracket.
Yeah, you want to have the comfort of dropping. And of course, finishing very strong in the upper bracket. That's very good for morale.
You do know that if you win twice in the upper bracket, you're automatically in the finals.
Yep, yeah. That's all you need to do.
All you need to do.
To become champion. Oh no, we are
in M1.
We are so close. We're so close to playoffs, and it's getting to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I just need to share with you guys, Nomad Shinbu, I think SGD Omega is one of the best at doing this, where they're able to pivot so well. Remember earlier where it seemed like Cignal Ultra still had the game?
Yeah.
But as soon as SGD turned it, the gloves were off, as we say, and it was their game. They were choking out Cignal.
That was game 1.
Yeah, it was game one.
Yes.
And that's one of the best things that SGD Omega does. They're able to pivot when they need to, and I think right now, they're just waiting for that moment.
Clearly, especially with this powerhouse picks coming in from Cignal Ultra.
Penalty zone.
Yeah, penalty zone, but of course there goes the backup. He wants to go all in. Lots of damage still coming in from the full Rhapsody of Few. Oh,
Crimson gonna go for the last insanity. Is that gonna be worth? That is.
Didn't tag to Few.
That's not a
good gamble.
That's not a good gamble.
Try
to secure the kill, but it's not gonna be enough because over at the bottom lane though, Eson is getting in a 2v1 scuffle. I question that Cryptzu last insanity.
Very much so. He basically face checked into 3 members of Cignal Ultra, and they turned that mistake into a turret for free.
Well, that's what's there too with the Hurricane that's available.
He didn't even use it.
At best,
he did. Sorry.
At best, this bottom lane outer turret is also as good as destroyed, but of course that is still not gold. That is still a gold not present into the side of SGD Omega.
Not yet.
So for the most part, for a few seconds there, Cignal Ultra has the advantage here. Actually 2K on the gold lead at the 7-minute mark, ladies and gentlemen. A bit of a standoff here. And also a duel for the mid lane side tower dive.
Oh, that was an implosion towards the last insanity. And that is going to be Cignal Ultra coming out on top of that fight. He's going to go down as well. That is a 1-for-3 trade. This might be an easy turtle take for them, but we do see a bit of a rotation here from Toshino going into the mid lane. Does have the Falling Star Moon available. Gonna try to go for Few. through, but Few able to just shoot the living hell out of Toshino. There goes the sound force committed by Daisenia. Makes it out alive.
That was a really bad dive.
Yeah,
That's a
and
very bad
he knows he was alone.
from Toshino, yeah.
He knows he was
He
alone.
knows he was alone.
And this is as free as it gets for Daisenia, getting a turtle buff.
And knowing that Rondo is still up for Granger, especially when he went for the falling star, but clearly won't tag Granger.
No, he got him with the Frost Moon, but not the full extent of the FSM. It's just questionable for Toshino right there.
A lot of questionable plays coming out for SGD Omega, to be completely honest. What do you think is going to be the win condition here for SGD Omega? How will they be able to turn things around?
Again, they need to pivot at the perfect time.
Yeah, they need to pivot at the perfect time, especially a pivot hero here is present, which is the Esmeralda.
Yes.
Yeah, they go for an implosion to a perfect falling star, but that could be it. Also, Last Insanity, they have a lot of good AoEs here.
That's here, once again, doing gangster things, just making sure Kripsu and Heath are in it to win it, and he gets caught out. Zaman Force and Divine Judgment locking him in. I'm not even using Divine Judgment, I'm sorry. Just the sheer amount of damage this thing is raining down.
Yeah. And
That's
also
all
on
they
fuel.
needed.
And also on fuel. Ladies and gentlemen, both of the cores here coming in from Cignal Ultra is totally online. SGD Omega, ladies and gentlemen, wasn't able to push any single turret here against Cignal Ultra, as Cignal Ultra will do the work onto the final inner turret here of SGD Omega.
Man, SGD Omega has a lot of synergies going on for them. We've got the Implosion, the Falling Star Moon, and Last Insanity. And Penalty Zone.
On paper, right? That's
On
what you
paper.
want to see. But right now, Cignal Ultra is owning them. No towers pulled. Obviously, the 9-kill lead is now catching up to them.
It's called Dark Signal Ultra activated.
Oh,
It's
it's yummy signal.
Yummy Signal Ultra.
Oh no. SGD Omega, they lost the heart of the cards, dude. This is very hard. Again, we're talking about win conditions. Saying that the pivot is what's important for SGD Omega is pretty vague, but I think what needs to happen here is Toshino needs to be able to catch more than 2 people with the FSM, and for Kaltizi to come back. Look at Kaltizi, we haven't mentioned. He's sitting at 0-2-4.
There we go. They can capitalize on this rotation coming in from Dets, but that is a tank. Immortality is just the best that they can get from that one.
Yeah,
Beat
of
down.
course.
Here, ladies and gentlemen, Implosion not going to be casted here. That's still committed. Immortality getting popped, and Falling Star Moon also onto the immobilized hero there. Unstoppable streak coming in from Few, and the senior gets shut down. Carl Z. Where's Carl Z? No, he's also down.
He's
Oh,
down.
he's down.
Again,
Yeah.
messy skirmish right
Messy
there.
skirmishes, yeah.
2 for 1, Kaltizi for D and Daisenia. Not sure exactly how I feel about that. I think that was the Cignal Ultra's loss. They should not have traded 2 for 1.
Yeah, that was a bad engagement.
Yeah.
Really, if anything, those are the type of kills that will allow SGD Omega to come back into the game.
Especially with Toshino 4-2-1 on the Esmeralda. That is not a good headline there. Good thing here is just Kenji is punished as well, but that is still a Terizla. And if you allow the Terizla to still tag the 15-minute mark, that would Terizla might plateau, but that's still okay. It's not behind as well.
His real strength really is his tankiness
Yeah.
and the penalty zone.
Yeah.
So as long as that's on the table, he's something to be worried about. But Crypto taking so much damage from Few.
While
Every single Rhapsody bullet going for him. That's ridiculous.
All numbers landing onto Kripzu. Yeah, 16-8, ladies and gentlemen. 8-kill lead here done by Cignal Ultra on top of a 7,000 gold lead. Lord is now present, and that could be initiated on pick by Cignal Ultra. Now started it.
Heath here just trying to scout out for his teammates. Kripsu just spraying and praying into the bushes. Hopefully someone's there.
Yeah.
If you see batteries popping out, oh, here's a Shadow Mask being activated by Tets.
That's gonna be a defensive
Wow, that was a
hurricane
bird! Hurricane dance, that is so
Yes!
bad.
That's a small opening there for SGD Omega. There goes the Implosion being committed, but that's going to be enough. That's going to be Crimson going in for the Last Insanity. Not going to be connecting to a lot of people. Zaman Force is going to be committed onto Crimson and
Falling
a lot of
Star Moon!
people. The Falling Star Moon is actually going to connect. Carl Tazzy will finally be able to get a kill, but that is not going to be a good fight for SGD Omega. They need to back off here. That's going to be the Maniac onto Fuse. It's going to be Carl Tazzy on his own. Might be a Savage secured by Fuse.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a wipeout.
Yeah, a 5-for-1 exchange. All for the win here of Cignal Ultra, and they would take home their salaries. That is the Lord, as they were able to punish the 1 by one entry here of SGD Omega.
And it was all started by Heath.
All
Of
started
course, I mean, that was pretty bad because,
For the position.
yeah, and
That
Tets wasted his Hurricane Dance.
Yeah. And that could have been a nice opportunity
Yeah.
for SGD.
Could've
But
been safer.
Hitler did not respect the damage that can come in from Few. Even Gripzu landed or casted his last Insanity way too early.
Yeah. And even in front of Few, I think through the item check, we'll see. Few already has his Bloodlust Axe. So it's going to be fine. He can sustain some damage. He can take it as long as his bullets hit.
And
Totally.
I don't think Few's gonna die anytime soon. He's sitting at 10-1 and 9. He has damage for days. He's just gonna back off and he's just gonna regenerate his HP.
Oh.
Look at the Rhapsody connecting onto Crypto. No Graga armor almost for you, but Kenji's gonna be there in the front line, gonna try to defend this Lord push. This is just a level 1 Lord too.
This is as easy as it gets to penetrate the middle here for Cignal Ultra. Note that Zaman Force is still up, so is Divine Judgment and Hurricane Dance. There's a lot that Cignal Ultra can do here to threaten SGD's lineup.
Oh,
penalty zone being used right there, plus an implosion, and the last Insanity, everything being thrown out to no avail. Crypto biting the dust, Desaya though, being taken out by Heath. Kaltizi having to back off. He is going to be really low here. Pull onto Toshinu, down he goes, it's 3-for-1 currently. It's Kenji and Kaltizi left to defend. I don't think it's gonna be enough for them. This is SGD Omega on the ropes right now, and Cignal Ultra is going to just take their sweet time. They're not gonna force the issue here. I think that's smart of them. Down goes Kaltizi by jumping in, and he takes out Few on the way. This is game 2 for Cignal Ultra.
Securing a game number 2, that's not bad, but that's gonna put SGD Omega in a tight spot here if they lose this.
If they lose the series.
Not if they lose the series, yeah, and it's not changing the emotions of SGD Omega here.
Cignal.
Cignal Ultra, it's still gonna be the same. Completely understandable, but this begs the question: how will SGD play game number 3? They know that Cignal Ultra is slowly coming back into the game.
Well, Harry. They need to ban Harry.
The Harith
Yeah,
was,
I think that was open too
it
much.
was so odd that
And
they
they need
allowed
to
Harith.
respect Few. They need to respect Few. They've been engaging on and on without making sure that Few is at least zoned out effectively. Like Few is getting all the fields that he needs. He was effective on that high pressure game 1 on the carry. And what wouldn't you be surprised if it happens as well on this game 2, right? And this time with SGD being more aggressive.
Yeah, check it out. This whole early game, it benefited the messy skirmishes benefited Cignal Ultra. Given that SGD Omega has no clear core to rely on, right? There's no the Grangers on the other side. They have no carry, no Kimmy, no one to really just say, you know what, it's all new now. It was spread out on all of them, and all these very messy skirmishes led to Cignal Ultra just taking advantage of that and giving so much to Few.
Yeah, and I do understand, Liga here, that SGD Omega has no backline artillery. They have an all-in composition, but it doesn't excuse them from going one by one.
Nope,
Going in one by
If
one.
anything, it's worse.
It's worse,
Right?
yes.
SGD Omega's lineup is them going in all at the same time. Just one command, all ultimates gonna pop in. But we didn't see that happen. I mean, there were a couple of times where SGD Omega finally figured out their combo there. We did see that a bit of that there, but I don't know. At Cignal Ultra, this should have been the game during game number 1. But I don't know. It's still hard.
Yeah, there was what, 1 or 2 moments where in the implosion and penalty zone
This is
happened.
literally one of the saddest victories. Game victory in MPL, you know.
I remember during season 3 where Finesse Phoenix did not win anything, but when they won their first game, they were so hyped.
Against Aether.
Against Aether
That was
Atlas,
against
yeah.
Aether, yeah.
And now it's...
And they were both teams that didn't even qualify for the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
They both knew this.
That was the reason why Atlas wasn't able to qualify.
Oh, there you go. See, that's both of them, and that sucks. That's so heavy. That's so heavy. And with a heavy heart, we see Cignal Ultra here just soldiering on, and this is the best that we can expect from them, right? They're still sportsmen. They're still professional, and that kudos to them, right? They're still able to pull off this win. And if anything, they're going to take SGD Omega down with them. Make sure that they go to the lower brackets, right? That's the best that they can expect.
If I'm going down, you're going down.
You're going
with me.
down.
Quite literally down to the lower bracket.
Like Cell
Right?
versus
Yeah.
Go.
If I'm out,
Or
then
like
you're
Frieza,
down.
Or like Frieza. You know? It's a Frieza moment here.
The final flush. But, okay, What is the game plan here for SGD Omega to maintain their lead? Ban out Harith, you mentioned that earlier on. What else? Should they change their playstyle completely? Because Cignal Ultra kind of had a grasp on their playstyle now going into game number 2.
I think they need to neutralize few.
Yeah.
They need to
neutralize
check few
Check few.
a little more than usual because game 1, obviously, it was on Few's shoulders. Game 2, they did not watch few enough, right? They did not watch few enough, and they were very ballsy with their lineup. That was ridiculous to assume that you could go all in dive comp and not pay the price.
All right. So let us see Cignal Ultra blue side here. X-Borg up right, gonna be banned here. Hoping maybe that the Harik might be open. Cho is gonna be banned. SGD Omega waiting actually for the ban coming in from Cignal Ultra.
They have to bait out the
but I'm
Harik.
actually excited more on the SGD Omega ban here.
We talked about this like weeks ago where I said when you go into a best of 3 series and you go into game 3, it's usually a reset. You very rarely remember what happened in game 1 and 2, right? It's always usually back to 0, respect the meta, and just play your game. That's usually what happens, and we'll see. Cignal Ultra, though, they are the ones that take out the Harith.
What's the plan here?
They don't want to taste their own medicine, that's for sure.
Probably they want the Esmeralda, not so sure.
Yeah.
Esmeralda on the same.
Or they're thinking Kimi.
Oh, but then again, Kimi on Few, right?
So, with an
No,
X-Borg
and
Harik.
Esmeralda.
So Esmeralda, may best use Esmeralda.
Esmeralda works for them.
Oh, on screen right now, you're going to see Coach Dale Dalus helping everyone out. Again, this is why I think their drafts are one of the strongest. And I'm sorry, I kind of lost it there. I may have blurted out a few words that I now regret. That Tigreal is okay, you know, 1 for 1. It's 50-50. Don't take it out on my count.
So
Very good win rate there, if you ask me.
Right? Better than most heroes, I think.
Better than Mia.
Glock first priority, ladies and gentlemen. We got 2 available big series. Times. Tigreal. There you go. That's
All right. Dale, we have to talk.
No.
All right, better.
No,
That's good.
But this does not mean that the Tigreal is not going to show up.
yes.
Right?
Yes.
You make a good point.
Right?
Yes. I think that's the signature pick now for SGD.
Right?
Make the take real merc.
Yeah. Watch out, guys.
Watch out.
Tigreal merch. Tigreal merch.
Yes.
If anything,
Tigreal Omega.
if they make Tigreal work in game number 3, I am gonna be so pissed in my ranked games tonight because we were gonna see a Bruno
And a
then
Tigreal.
Tigreal. There's gonna be a chance for an Odette or a Rafaela too.
Mia, why not go for Mia?
It's gonna be
Talk to the
completely
pros.
weird.
Talk to the pros.
Yeah.
We only say what we see, but it's them really who sets the pace.
Looks like Cignal Ultra is going to start enjoying the game now. They got the cushion. It's in the hands of this probably. Or maybe a few.
I'm thinking it's Desenia. I'd like for this to be on Desenia because all of the good marksmen are still open, and Selena's still up.
Yes.
But I don't really see very good results coming from a Selena in Goshen lineup.
Yeah.
So
yes.
crazy to double down there.
Yeah, that's a very strong pick-off. But the problem there is, of course, on the AoE damage and also on the wave play.
It's hard. It's hard. You can't play from behind in that situation.
Yes.
Goshen already not very good from behind.
Yeah.
So we can't force the issue like that.
Might see another Granger though. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But it is going to be SGD Omega who is going to get the first pick. And a ban. So it's Carry and Granger here. Hot commodities.
A carry would make sense for Cignal Ultra, especially considering the fact that Few is a bit of a play safe type of player. He can still work from a deficit. A Granger might work well.
Granger for sure works well. There's very few counters to Granger these days. The same counters for the Kimi, same counters for the Carry exist for the Granger, but the only thing is Granger goes online so much sooner.
Yeah, he does.
Boys, I just failed to notice that the Rizla went underneath our radars for the longest time.
Got banned for
Yeah,
Cignal
check it
Ultra,
out.
and it's not. Akai got prioritized. The friends of the Terizla.
Okay, SGD Omega, what is this?
Picking.
Banning out the Bruno. And I think they're going to pick up the Carry or the Granger here. Still open though, Granger. Granger's going to be picked up by Cignal Ultra here.
Wow.
I love the Bruno respect.
I think
They respect Few's Bruno.
Yeah, they respect the Bruno compared to the Granger. That's
Scary.
simply put. if it's me,
That's a
even though that's
statement.
just one game, that's just one game.
That did
on the
really
Bruno.
well, yeah.
I think that build went really well. I also believe in the strength of Bruno, but I think it needs to be discovered more. At least the team has a lot of time. Going into the playoffs, I have a lot of expectation on Bruno by playoffs time.
That's a statement, yeah.
Very
Banning out
much.
the Bruno.
Very much a statement. Of
Oh,
course. No, don't do this right now. Oh, locking in the Dairoth is Cignal Ultra.
Why does it look like Essen did not intend that to happen?
I don't know. We would have to call League Ops, but they're not. So this seems to be on purpose. They are highlighting the Moscow here, and they have locked it in.
And it's only gonna be
That's a
a matter of
Moscow.
time. That is a Moscow. It's gonna
Moscow,
be secure.
my friend.
Moscow,
My friend, we are finally seeing a Moscow in this game.
comrades.
Yes, my friend.
Moscow is in the building.
In the building.
Moscow is in
ladies
the
and
building, indeed, my friends. But I will ask you, my friends,
The-
what are your predictions going into this?
My best guess, my friend, is Cignal Ultra will fight this to the end. I will give this 2-1 Cignal Ultra.
You will give this 2-1 to Cignal Ultra. What about you, my friend Leo?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't keep the accent up. I gotta be the killjoy here. I believe that I gotta go for the safe route here, boys. SGD Omega. Not sure about that Dairoth and that Moskov. Moskov, I think unseen before in MPL Season 4, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We've
Yes.
seen Dairoth, very bad win rate. So, I'm gonna go with the numbers. I'm gonna say SGD Omega.
I'm gonna have to go through the same thing. SGD Omega is gonna be
Shit.
there.
You have no wait, my friend.
My friend,
You
it's
have no
not.
wait, my friend, on Moscow.
My friend, my babushka told me to trust the numbers. The numbers do not lie. But we are gonna dive straight into game number
Here
3.
we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Cignal Ultra, SGD Omega. Let's go ahead and run down the teams here real quick.
Nothing to win, nothing to lose. Cignal Ultra on the blue side. Eason here on Dairoth. Visania on the Gushan. That's for the Kufra. D for the Greg, and Few on the Moscow.
SGD Omega, on the other hand, though, they are being threatened here to drop into the lower bracket.
Mic
It's
drop.
Kenji on that Tams, Carl Teasy as our Esmeralda, Toshino on that carry, Heath as the Akai, and Kripzu as Kaja.
Straight off the bat, you are seeing both these teams playing it really safe, especially SGD Omega. Not a lot of invades compared to what we saw during game number 1 and game number 2.
Okay, you know what? On paper, it makes sense why you would pick Moscow. He has a blink.
Yeah.
He's got good armor penetration. He has the potential to, attack through people who are stacked up. And look at Desenia though, looking really low now. Toshino getting that first kill. Really good for his bounty hunter. Heath as well on the threat of being killed. And he does go down right here, taken out by Kenji. Heath dropped by Esson. Esson looking really low. Not going to be long for this world as Kenji takes him out. Tets being killed by Carl Teasy off camera. Very messy. 4-for-1 in advantage is SGD Omega.
A total of 4-4-1. I do think Few already transitioned to going for a full marksman. Right?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
that's decent.
it's the only option.
Yeah.
It's the only option. Who else would you give it to at this point? Look at that beautiful skin on Moscow.
Yes, man.
Again, I like seeing new heroes, but also I don't like them being played, willy-nilly.
Yeah.
So I trust Few, though. I trust Few.
Yeah, he
Well,
made
Few is
Bruno work.
consistent. If I know Few, there's one thing. You cannot easily kill Few.
Sure, of course.
Even the squishiest of heroes.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So you're saying we might see a Mia in the near future? 'Cause I'm looking
Oh,
forward
yeah.
to that.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? Keep your pants on, all right? Let's just relax.
Hey.
Relax, my friend.
Hello, my
Oh, nice jump by Tets. Bouncing ball to lock in
Full
Crypto.
combo.
Desenia getting the kill. Heath, 1000-pounder onto the ball. There is no ball left for Tets to ride on, and he is killed by Toshino. That's 200 free gold in just 2 minutes 30 seconds
And that's the
for your
problem.
boy.
202 on Toshino, ladies and gentlemen. All these rotations coming in from SGD Omega is not with the carry on an AFK lane, but rather is joining the party. All present, 100, no, around 80% to party.
Oh, that's gonna be another kill by Esson. Onto Esson as well.
Oh, I really don't like the Dairoth. I'm sorry, boys.
And
Oh,
that's
trap
a beautiful
is
pin.
Grok. Good night, D, says Toshino. Another 100 gold in his pocket. He wants some blood, and Desenia seems to be on the menu, and Toshino is hungry. Your boy needs to eat. Kenji gets the kill.
2-7, ladies and gentlemen. Few here with the farm. Swings are not there then. Let's try to guess if someone is hiding onto a side brush as well. That's the big difference here. I think SGD Omega has a good read that the Moscow will be farming onto one side, prioritize farming. So that's why they decided that, come on, Toshino, join us.
Yep, let's go aggro here.
Let's go aggro here.
D here trying to go for the steal. He does not get it. Instead, he goes for the power of nature onto 3 members of SGD Omega, pushing them back. But Omega already has a turtle, and it's too little too late.
Too little, too late. And yeah, I completely agree with Shinbu there. SGD Omega's strength. Oh, wait, hold up, though. They're going to be catching Cripsy off guard. Oh. Yeah, nice dive in there by Tets. And this is going to be Heath going in for another dive in as well. Flicker's going to be expended by Eson, and he needs to run away.
That's a life-saving flicker.
It is. It's not going to be used aggressively as you typically see from a Dairoth player, but hey. But yeah, I agree with what Shinbu said. SGD Omega's advantage here is the team fights because Moskov will not be anywhere near his teammates until we reach the 8-minute mark at the very least.
Yeah, at least maybe one core item, probably some heavy component item.
But check this out, boys. I'm not feeling good about Fuse chances in the late game because there's more than a few ways that SGD can get you, right?
Yes,
there's the
Kaja.
Forley Star Moon. Kaja can get you. You can get trapped by Hurricane Dance. Test looking really low now, charging up the revenge to just run away.
There's a lot of options to catch actually.
Right? It's so crazy. It's so scary.
That's the problem because one of our casters doesn't have faith, my friend.
My friend, it's not. My friend, it's not that I don't have faith with Moscow. I have not have faith on
the draft because SGD Omega really looks really solid.
It's so solid, dude.
Solid lineup. It's a draft that wants to, let's take this game. Let's not be ridiculous.
Let's not go to the lower brackets.
Yeah,
we're good here. We need the extra, space to make it to the finals.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, M1 though coming up once more. Let me remind you that the winner of the grand finals and the runner-up will make it into Worlds. Toshino once more taking out Tets. That's another 100 gold. Ooh. Toshino looking really low though. He does flicker in through the den, and Desenia looking really low. Heath gets the finishing touch.
Yeah. No auto attack. I know skills.
Nope.
Just an auto attack.
Just a right click.
Just a right smack in the face there.
A swing
against
with a stick.
Yeah. All right, 310 into our score, ladies and gentlemen. Get a 6K gold here by SGD Omega. Further ticket here to a 7,000 after a turtle is secured. They're going to be pulling off campaign share for the bottom lane side. D was spotted here by Cart Z. And of course, no other turret should be available. Meanwhile, Essen going to be doing his job up top. D walking out. Wild Charge gets checked here with the Divine Judgment.
How crazy was that? He wild charged into the DJ.
Into the DJ.
You see that?
Yeah.
It's as if he was asking for it.
Oh, pin by Heath catching 2 people as well.
Oh, beautiful jump there done in by here on the Akai. Now I do understand why this Akai was prioritized over the Terisda.
6 minutes in, 2, 3, potentially 4 turrets gonna go down. 4 turrets are already down actually. In favor of SGD Omega.
None for Cignal. None for Cignal. I'm feeling for few here. He did pick up Bounty Hunter. I'm pretty sure he could have just chosen something else there if he was just not gonna join fights anyways.
He picked up Bounty Hunter, but he was the one bounty hunted.
Oh, he got a bounty on his head.
By Toshino.
Oh, man.
5-0 and 6.
Call Toshino. Yo, call Toshino dog, dude. Call Toshino dog. Kenji, a lot of trouble on him. He does look really low, and he gets blocked by D. Down he goes. D gets the finishing touch, but off cam. Tets is killed by Kartizi.
Crimson wants to catch someone, was able to spot out Desenia. Desenia with the Divine Judgment. 3 hit done in by Toshino, and that's Desenia down. There's another one here. That's going to be D. Of course, dealing up with a hit. Pump fake.
Whoa, tank fight. Oh, Crips is just waiting. He said like, okay, man, I got you. I can see. Don't worry about it.
And
oh, come on. Here we go. What? I'll
you-
put a
what you
wall.
gonna-
Put
what
a
you
wall
gonna
up.
do?
What's
What
good?
are you gonna do,
What's
bro?
good? What's good?
You know the SpongeBob reference, like, it's fun here hanging out with you.
Oh yeah. And then when Squidward thought SpongeBob was gonna blow up, that's the one.
with the wall.
With the wall between us.
That's what happened. Oh man! But then again, that fight was just unfruitful for everyone involved. That was so bad.
A lot of time was wasted there for both of these guys.
A record amount of time.
Yeah.
Longest amount of
Hanging out
time,
with-
nothing happened.
How to hang out with your body with a wall between you.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the next play for the late game for Wolf.
Oh man! Oh, Crypto paying the price. D finally getting one of the culprits.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't exactly the Akai, but he'll take it.
Yeah, they'll take whatever they have.
Well, the thing here is the turtle is also present, but look at SG. They're just going to be camping in this lanes Of course, they decided to take Carl's, decided to take and rotate for the turtle. Meanwhile, Hit and Toshino still wants to pull off the siege. I think the turtle despawned, or we're able to take the turtle. Yeah, it did despawn, and we get the Lord present now.
Yeah, very early. Toshino is thinking about it, and he might just go for it. Yep.
He should be able to do this.
Yeah. Cryptzu's going to follow up. He is going to help out here. You know what? I'm a little sad because right now, sure, we're going to give it to SGD, right? But I want that Moskov to pay off. I really want to see Moskov
at
work.
least for fun, right? Yeah. I mean, he was one that only, but you know, by this point, Moskov would hurt a lot.
Yeah.
And that's Toshino hurting onto Gushin as well.
Just saying he just walked in.
Spear of Moskov, no damage, almost there.
The
Against the Esmeralda.
The wall of Berlin is gonna be not enough to stop this push from SGD Omega.
Get
No chance,
get
no
broken
chance,
down.
actually. No chance. And actually, the Moskov is not yet reporting.
Nope.
No Moscow report.
No Moskov reporting.
Moskov not online.
Not online.
No, but he is dealing a lot of damage, and I'm excited to see him go online, and that's what's crazy. The next item check we do, I'm going to watch out for what Fuse building. Look at that, look at that.
Try it
Oh,
out.
Kenji.
Lots of damage there.
Berserker's Fury now on to Esson. Weirdly enough.
He's pulling back the Lord.
Yeah. D, though, getting bursted down. He needs to get out of there. Oh, where is D going?
I don't know.
Excuse me?
What is D? D?
D?
D. He's
What?
doing his best Johnson impression.
He thinks it's
Yeah.
Johnson.
Oh man, I think that was a misclick. What?
And they're going to go for the push here. I think that should
It's
be the
over.
finish. It's
This
over,
is
ladies and gentlemen. The euthanasia is completed, and that's it. That should be Cignal Ultra eliminated, and SGD Omega closing out the series at 2-1.
I believe this leaves SGD in the upper bracket.
Actually, we want to check.
Yeah,